here we are in a beautiful Fullerton, California morning, looking at a very nice part of the family. This car has belonged to the same family since it was sold brand new. Anyway, we're going to walk around and tell you about it. It's a 1957 Ford Thunderbird convertible, removable porthole hardtop, the original hardtop of the car. It's been resto-modded over the years. Mom passed it on to son, who's been a meticulous caretaker of the car since that time. Like I said, part of the family, beautifully done, well preserved overall when it comes to the body. Very straight body, all original panels, all dry climate stuff. Phoenix to California. They have the original bill of sale since it was new that's included with the car, the original dealer invoice, that type of stuff. And we have photos that we've digitally scanned over the years, this car, and it's just cool. It's been part of the family. It's time for it to move on. I want to cover it with you. It's finished in a Dodge red. We'll actually have that year, specific year, and that kind of stuff for you at Spud's Garage. Underneath the hood is the original 312 V8 that was rebuilt, and the odometer was set the last time this was restored, Resto-Mod restored, was about 61,000 miles ago. We'll get to the inside here, and that's when the engine was rebuilt. The transmission is a Ford-O-Matic 3-speed transmission. Was rebuilt about 400 miles ago. We cover a lot of that throughout the video here. The paint and body on this car, it's very straight. It was refinished about, I think 16 years ago. I have a really nice spec sheet that he's given me, and we'll do a lot of stuff at Spud's Garage and post some more for you. Up front here, he did just a lot of little subtle things that I like. The grille surround here has been finished in body color. He actually has the original grille surround on it. The bumpers have all been replated on the front here. A lot of the factory trim and bright work on the car is original to the car when you come around to the windshield, and the hood scoop chrome trim here, which gives you a really good idea of the dry climate this car sat at. The paint in it is very nice, settled just a little bit over the years, but it's an excellent car, and the paint job looks as good as some cars that were painted a few years ago. Has American Racing torque thrust wheels on it, 15-inch. We get more detail about that when we go to the undercarriage portion of the video. The cowl vents, the forward cowl vents here that bring air into the car, are fully functional. Everything works on the car with the exception of the factory radio, which is pretty typical. The top has been completely restored. It is the original top, and the trim and the windshield trim is all original to the car. He's had a new headliner installed. I like the black and red two-tone. It's just a great look on it. These door handle paint or chrome is all original to the car. Again, gives you a good feel of the car. It's a body-on preservation over the years. Nicely done. It was originally a I forget the name of the color of the green, an ivy green original car. Willow green. Got the owner over here helping me out. Black and white interior. Very tidy. He's a very meticulous owner, likes everything to work on him. He's done gauges underneath the dash here. Updated underneath the hood, which I forgot to mention. It has Flaming River power rack and pinion steering on it. Has disc brakes up front. He went with a black headliner rather than the factory white because he wanted the nice contrasting feel of a black headliner, kind of like a cocoon, so to speak. It does have the factory wheels, fender skirts here on the rear that are included, and they were painted at the same, you see how the doors shut there? They were painted at the same time the car was done. They won't fit with these wheels, but if you want to go back with that stock feel and throw skirts back on it, you could do that. I like the hot rod feel of it. Finish on the top is very nice. You can see the reflections here. Kind of let you take it all in just a little bit there. We get to the back here, we got some pretty cool goodies for you here too. When they did the paint and body, one of the things he did, I think it was just a little bit later, is he took the bumper and had him actually pinch it or tighten it up to the body. Before, you know, like the owner said, you could fit a ham sandwich in between these bumpers, but it's tucked up nice to the body here, gives it a nice look. The chrome platings show quality chrome on the back. So they took a few inches out of the center of the bumper and brought it in. give you a kind of, we'll cover the trunk for you as we do the throughout the video here. We'll hang on to the video, we'll give you a little segment of that. Very straight, beautiful car, great little hot rod. It's got a great sound. You probably heard that already, but if not, you're going to hear it coming up here running wise. Porthole top. Get inside here. Black and white interior. Spent a lot of time enjoying this car over the years. The family's owned it about 63 years total. 53 of those years mom to son, who's enjoyed it over the years. You go to Spud's Garage and look at the photos I have of this thing over the years. Again, Phoenix to SoCal, rock solid. We'll lift this up here and share the back with you. You'll see the original willow green right there. Back of the seat. Has a updated Moon Eyes steering wheel on it. Again, rack and pinion steering. Factory radio, Town and Country radio, could be rebuilt. We know somebody can deal with that for you, but also you can convert those to a Bluetooth style if you want. I know a number where you can, Hot Rod Electric, can take care of that for you. The gauges underneath the dash here are added. This particular temp gauge, he has this one disconnected in favor of the one that's on the dash. Both of them could work if you wanted to put in a double adapter, but he wanted to stay right here with the factory one. The horn is right here. Horn works. So it's got a vacuum gauge, an amp gauge, an oil pressure gauge. I'm going to fire it up here for you. Kind of go over all that for you. The odometer reading at time of inspection, it was set to 0 when the engine was rebuilt, and not that stuff. 60, it's set to 0, so the engine has 61,000. See the vacuum gauge, it's charging, it's got a generator system. Oil pressure 60 pounds. We haven't warmed it up enough for the gauge to work. Clocks usually never work, so we won't count on that working. The factory tack here is working, and the fuel gauge is working. We'll get out and let you hear it run, invite you in. Make sure to go to spudsgarage.com. Cool of the morning here. A little bit of condensation. Hey, there you go. All right, we'll get you underneath the hood. Like we talked about, this car is just a true labor of love. Very, very nicely resto-modded over the years and enjoyed, part of the family. Anyway, we're going to cover what we know about it, and the owner's standing right over there, so he might help me out throughout the process as we go along here. It's got the original 312 V8 underneath the hood. It was rebuilt at about 61,000 miles ago, where the odometer was set to 0. We'll cover that during the walk around, which is prior to this. The transmission is a Ford-O-Matic 3-speed automatic transmission. Was rebuilt about 400 miles ago, including the torque converter and everything, that type of thing. It's nice to have the owner history since this car was new. It's just cool. Anyway, I'll get back to where we're going here. It has an updated master cylinder in it for safety, a dual reservoir. It has disc brakes on the front. It has upgraded Flaming River power steering, rack and pinion power steering on it. So it's got a rack down here, rear steer, where they actually reworked the Borgeson joints. So the steering joints here is all nicely done, installed by Fast Eddie's. Has braided lines in that installation. This is the power steering reservoir right here. Over the years, the car's been painted several times over the years, but these would be typically body color, these aprons, so he's finished them in a nice matte black, which is nice. It's got as we go around in the engine compartment here, I'm going to cover a few things he's covered with me. Still has the factory fan shroud on it. Has an upgraded flex fan on it. The wipers do work, and it has the original vacuum wiper fuel pump on it. Just nice and tidy, very meticulously owned car. Bottom side of the hood is refinished in the red. Come over to this side here, has the factory, I was noticing as I was walking over here, the factory glass bowl style fuel filter there. It has an upgraded Holley carburetor on it, probably about a 600 CFM. I will get a record of that. The distributor itself has been upgraded with electronic ignition, or Patronics style electronic ignition, so there's no points to set anymore. This particular decal here is factory to the car. It was taped off when things were finished matte black. VIN tag there, we'll have a picture at Spud's Garage. It's refinished a gloss black or semi-gloss black, all the heater blower assembly. He likes to make sure everything is working on this car. It has its own spot in the garage here. It's always been garaged. This here, I'm going to turn around here so you kind of get a good feel of it. This is the original voltage regulator. It's still running a 12-volt generator on it, and this is the original volt. This is not a reproduction sticker. This is a, you just don't see those like that. Again, the ceramic coated Sanderson headers here and the dual exhaust. You'll see where they come. There's a nice fit on it, nice sound. These are the original Ford Thunderbird engine dress-up kit valve covers. It does have the original air filter that it comes with it. This is on here and it peeks up nice through the hood scoop on the hood, but the original air filter is included. Ford 9-inch rear differential factory. Kind of give you a feel in the sun there. What a beauty. All right, we're going to take you in the trunk here and cover the trunk for you and cover a few things. I know this portion of the video I'm taking before my walk around, so you'll hear me repeat myself like I do sometimes. Anyway, very meticulously owned, known ownership. Absolutely amazing. It's a well-documented car. This gentleman, part of the family. Now, it's got a little tag here for the tire pressure for the spare, 35 pounds. We've got a few documents laying in the trunk here. This car has no rust in it. Phoenix to California. Again, I know I'm repeating myself. There's a we took a lot of photos. The original factory, or the original bill of sale from the Phoenix dealer, is included with the car to his mom. The original window sticker, or excuse me, a dealer invoice is included. We'll have pictures of these at Spud's Garage. Here's Mother's Day, 5/11 of 58. The car was purchased on February 22nd of 1958. Kind of show you, there's the current owner with his mom, but it's been in the family the entire 63 years or so. We took pictures. All those original documents, purchase documents, are included with the car, the invoice and the windows, you know, the original bill of sale, that kind of thing. But when it comes to the family photos and stuff, we've documented them digitally for you. There's some really cool stuff here, how it evolved over the years, that type of thing. Very, very neat story on this car. Anyway, there you go. He even has a list of what does work, what's not stock, and what's custom on the car. We'll cover most of that during the walk around. Again, this is after the walk around that you're seeing this. All right, we're going to get the undercarriage here for you. Beautiful day here in Southern California. Very nice, solid car, as we talked about during the walk around. Phoenix to Southern California. There's no rust on this car. It's a body-on preservation Resto-Mod, one owner, like we talked about, or single family owned. The leaf springs have been totally reworked. They're all newer. The Ford 9-inch is original to the car, and it's had a new pinion seal put in about 400 miles ago. These are American Racing torque thrust wheels. Gives this car kind of just a nice period style. It has 215 65 R15s in the back, tire size wise. You can see how straight this car is as I do the walk around in the undercarriage. Has dual exhaust with Flowmaster mufflers up in there, so again, it has a great sound. No rust in the floor pans. Those are original rockers. All original panels on this car. Kind of pick up the light there. I know it's just a little bit dark there. Kind of give you a feel. Up front here it has Flaming River rack and pinion power steering installed by Fast Eddie's. We talked about that in the engine compartment. Again, a rock solid car. Factory suspension with a power steering upgrade. These cars you really need power steering too. Again, the American Racing Torque Trust wheels. Tires on the front are 215 65 R15 also, so same size wheels and tires all the way around. Front suspension, just a clean, honest, solid car, fun to drive. We're going to cover a lot of the stuff where we already have during the walk around on the body, so we're just covering the undercarriage right now for you. Tires themselves have about 2,000 miles on them. They may be a little bit dated, but they've been in the garage the whole time and there is no checking. Transmission was rebuilt, Ford-O-Matic, about 400 miles ago. Again, I do these in different segments. Pick up some light here. See, it's all original sitting on the chassis. Appreciate you coming to Spud's Garage. Give me a call with any questions. Cars like this are really hard to find where you know the history. They're honest, they're fun. Really enjoyed doing this car. Thanks for listening to me. Have a great day. All right, just firing it up, taking it back to his garage. Most definitely could be going to your garage. Make sure you go to Spud's Garage. Have a great day. Thanks for listening.